Hey, what's going on, guys? Justin Fuller, ex-Honda salesman, tech lover, and today your host. And in the next 3 minutes and roughly 23 seconds, I'm going to tell you about the Honda Pilot LX. Of course, how is it different from the 2023 model? And then how does it stack up against some of the competition? So let's go. For an LX model, this is a great equipped vehicle. Under the hood, you've got 285 horsepower coming out of a V6 engine, going out to a 10-speed transmission, then to two-wheel or all-wheel drive, depending on which level you pick. Understand, between two-wheel and all-wheel drive, there is going to be a cost difference, so that's something to be aware of. Let's do a comparison again so you can understand how does the 285 horsepower in this vehicle stack up to other makes and models out there in the world. So take a look at that. Remember, 23, 24, doesn't matter what you pick. It's going to be the exact same as far as what's under the hood. Now, gas mileage, you've got 19 in the city and 27 on the highway, or 25, depending on if you're two-wheel or all-wheel drive. And then know that if you jump to that Trail Sport, 18 in the city, 23 on the highway. But I want to throw that comparison because you see how this 19 and 27 in the LX two-wheel drive model, for the sake of this, stacks up to other makes and models out there in the world. So go ahead and take a look at that. Once again, a reminder, 23 versus 24 doesn't matter. They're going to be the exact same. Now, when you get into the front row of this vehicle, you've got 41 inches of leg space in this car. Lots of space. 6 foot, 250. I can man spread all I want, so not going to be a problem there. So understand, if you're a bigger guy, bigger lady, whatever the case may be, you're going to be just fine. Now, throw up that comparison, see how the 41 inches of leg space in this vehicle stacks up to other makes and models out there in the world. Now, when you jump into that second row, you got 40.8 inches of leg space in the second row. Plenty. I was just fine. I was comfortable back there. But I want you to understand how that stacks up to other makes and models out there in the world. So go ahead and take a look at that on the screen. And a reminder, 23 versus 24 doesn't matter, the exact same, right? Now, when you jump into that third row, 32.5 inches of leg space in the back. It's usable. For an adult, it's even usable. It used to be that, only kids could fit in the third row. An adult can actually fit there. Now, climbing in and out of the door to get back there, not super easy. I can do it. If I was super old, probably wouldn't want to be doing that. Throw up that comparison, see how the 32.5 inches of leg space stacks up to other makes and models out there in the world. Now that you've seen that, let's talk about that cargo space in the very back. With the seats all the way up, right? The third row up, 18.6 cubic feet of cargo space back there. So throw comparison up so you can see how this car stacks up to other makes and models out there in the world. When you fold those seats down, now behind the second row, I believe you've got 48.5 cubic feet of cargo space. So I'm gonna throw up a comparison and see how this car stacks with other makes and models out there in the world when it comes to that. And then if you fold the second and third row down, so all the way back up to this front row, you've got 78 cubic feet of cargo space. So let's hope that comparison, you can understand how this car stacks up to other makes and models out there in the world. So that is pretty much every comparison that we went over, and then all the other stuff that we talked about, touchscreens depending on trim levels, and powered seats depending on trim levels and all of that. Honestly, if I was shopping for an LX, I'd probably spend the extra $2,500 and get the Sport personally. Which, a reminder, if you want to get the Sport, why don't I throw up that list of all those items that you would gain by jumping up to a Sport. Now, I would tell you the EXL is probably going to be the most popular model just based off price point and what it has in the vehicle. Trail Sport is really kind of, to me, more of a marketing thing. You're not going to take that thing off-road. Chances are you're just going to drive it around, right? And then you're touring in your Elites. If you really want to spend top dollar and you don't want to buy something else, then hey, it's out there and you can take advantage of it. So with that said, I hope you'll do a couple things. I hope you'll press the like button. Hope you like the way I present the content and it makes sense to you. Two, leave a comment. If you feel like I missed something or something you want me to go over, or you have questions, please do leave a comment. Third, I hope you subscribe to the channel so when I produce videos like this, you will receive them. And then lastly, I hope you'll share the video. If you got some friends that are shopping for a vehicle, maybe they're shopping for a Pilot, maybe they're shopping for an Odyssey, this might be something worth looking at to understand some of those differences. And then, hey, if I'm thinking of a 23 versus 24, we already know the answer to that, but maybe you're thinking LX, maybe you're thinking EXL, maybe you're thinking Sport. Know that I've got a lot of different videos out there that you can take advantage of. So like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Later, guys!